Welcome to a Malkier Reacts video. We haven't done one of these for quite a while, but that's because they've not been giving us stuff. So we can't react to nothing. Now I can. So here we go. We're going to have a reaction to the behind the scenes video that was dropped yesterday at San Diego Comic-Con. If you want to see the full detailed one where I jump into it with all my co-hosts over on Threefold Talk, we very kindly, the Innkeeper did his coverage of San Diego Comic-Con with his correspondent who was actually there at the panel, and then he finished up because it was his daughter's 18th birthday and handed it over to us, and we had some fun, including Wise One Shelley having not seen the video herself just yet. So if you want to check out that, the link is in the description, folks. You just want to head over and enjoy this live stream that you're seeing right here. There. Okay. Sorry, mirrored. It was annoying. But yeah, you can check it all there. We didn't actually talk about some of the things on this screen, like the casting announcement, that's what series found. But it was a huge amount of fun, and we had a lot of new people joining us. So if you haven't checked that out, please go and check that out. Because you get to see a little bit of what we do, as well as meet us. But yeah, there was so much. We did Rafe's Q&A Twitter, where you sit now with G&T and enjoying things. I will cover that in another video. Today I'm just going to focus on behind the scenes stuff. But let's start it off by watching the behind the scenes video. Wasn't that just amazing? I don't know about anyone else, but not that I've been in a lull for Wheel of Time stuff, but it's been so long since we've had things like this dropped. We've got, WhatCon had a couple of deleted scenes dropped there at the convention. We got the Aola Smart reveal, avianda, who you can see in one of this opening shots here that I've brought up on screen. That was at JordanCon. So we've had little tidbits here and there, things that, they've talked to us about. Nothing really big. What Series has been keeping us going on the information. Thank you, What Series. Love you over there. But this is kind of like, folks, this is season 2 behind the scenes, and on top of that, Rafe did his Q&A, and we got confirmation season 3 has been greenlit. So folks, they've not even shown us a trailer for season 2. This is behind the scenes, and Amazon have already said, yes, go for season 3. Like, phenomenal stuff. So uber exciting. But let's dive into some of my favorite bits from this behind the scenes. Again, as I said, if you want to go and check out the full dive in that we did over in Threefold Talk, you can check out the link to that in this description, and have some fun once you've finished watching me here. But yeah, this is great. So this scene, folks, we zoomed in on the clapper. This was filmed on April 30th of 2022. So this was the Friday just after JordanCon, just after we found out Aola Smart was playing Avienda. So they were still finishing up there. This looks like it's going to be episode 7, if I remember correctly from last night. But who knows? Could be other episodes. I might be reading the clapper wrong. We're not experts, but someone out there, if you know exactly, if you want to go and check out the live stream or zoom in on this and tell me, that would be great. I'd really appreciate this. But here we have Avienda. Now, we've decided that this is Bane and Shiat. Okay, folks. So if it isn't, we riot. Plain and simple. Okay, Wraith, I know you're listening. Go back, make the edits. You've still got time. Show's not coming out till next year. Make it Bane and Shiat. It has to be, because who else could? Come on, 2 mysterious Banes here. Needs it to be Bane and Shiat. Please, please, please. Clearly, this is after a fight scene as well, or some sort of fighting has taken place, because if you look at the Avienda's right leg, or left as we're looking at it, you can see that there is some blood there on her leg and some kind of bandage or a tourniquet or something like that wrapped around. So, something has been going on, but they're clearly, all fine afterwards. But yeah, this So much. We want the IEL. More IEL. So much IEL. Please, please, please. So, yeah, really excited for this. The torture wheel is back, folks. Just like the waygates, the torture wheel keeps reappearing. Although Tweeter Chaos is not talking about this one on Twitter quite so much. I don't know. Is it IEL stuff? I feel this could be IEL. I really don't know. We're in a desert location here. This is what it was speculated before, but would they use something like this? I don't know. I think I'm going to have to say, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm going to say it's an IEL toe redemption device. I'm not really, that's a weird sentence if you don't know what toe means in Wheel of Time. But yeah, it's back, folks. It was featured very early on in the behind the scenes footage. So make of it what you will. Some people might say it's White Cloaks. I don't see them wheeling that around with them on their carts. Could just be wherever it is. Maybe it's the shonchen stuff. Maybe this is where they've landed and, you know, we're just going to like, okay, you don't want us to be in charge, so strap you to the wheel. I don't know. But, the 7-spoke wheel is back, folks. Still got its little straps. Going to be interesting to see what happens there. We also got this new character. So I say new characters and we've not seen this person before. Doesn't mean it's a new character to the story. People are putting money on Dane Bornhold out there after Jeffrin was so blonde, and I like that. I think this is a really good idea. This guy looks like, you know, he looks like he's been under some stress. I'm looking at that. He looks like he's very laser focused on things, but that, you know, laser focused from a place of, you know, upset and, you know, concern and possibly even some form of trauma or something like Dane goes through. You know, my father died. He is just a character that's, you know, obviously that's not happened yet, but, you know, setting him up as a character close to the edge, perhaps. Maybe he has a drinking problem now. Who knows? But the outfit is amazing. Zoom in on this outfit, folks, because it is so much better than the outfits we saw in Season 1. They've really, really upped the games here. The textures, the patterns, the detailing is phenomenal. I'm sure the costumers out there are going crazy over this right now. And this is someone clearly of some form of rank, because you can see the golden knots running down the chest there. So that clearly comes down from a golden knot up on the shoulder. And a double-bladed axe on the back. Folks, is this the axe Perrin ends up with, maybe? Who knows? Does he get chased around by Dane, who has an axe? Is that his axe situation? I don't know, but the axe is back. It's in the hands of a White Cloak. It's going to be something, I'm sure. All right, away from the desert for a second here, folks. This is our party chasing the horn, I think. Okay, you've got Perrin, you've got Guy Roberts in the front there playing our beloved Uno. Love you, Uno. This is the only place you see Uno in the entire back behind-the-scenes stuff, so just enjoy it while it's there. We love you, Uno. But yeah, this looks like our Shanarans going off to hunt the horn, and, you know, clearly Uno's not dead, so this is backing me up that I think that the whole Thane sitting on his throne moment was a bit of a dream sequence because of the bat that Perrin bumps into the corridor. Maybe not most elegantly executed in the scene, but so I'm going with that, so this would mean that everyone's okay. But, you know, here we go. I think in this scene, though, which relates into the next bit where you see the waygates, I think that they are going to a steading here, or a steading location. Okay, this is a beautiful looking waygate. I'm sorry, with the Tweeter of Chaos here. I'm enjoying the waygate right now. Open it like Lauren did it, please. For the love, open. Don't do what you did in Season 1. No, give us the Lauren, you know, effect. Give us the gates just materializing and opening up. Please do that. Lauren, just go speak to your contact and sort it out. It needs to be done. But I like this waygate. Maybe it's all the greenery and the biodiversity. But the other reason I think this could be a setting is because you don't just have one type of tree or plant here. You have a range of them. You can tell by some in the background, some in the foreground, ferns and taller trees and stuff like that. It's you know, palms. It's very diverse in its greenery, and I just think that sounds very much like what a steading is going to look like. So I'm intrigued to see them going to a steading. I'm not intrigued to see a waygate per se, unless they up their game. Do it like Lauren does it, please. Lauren, get together with Rafe, sort it out. All right, next we have, that just tickles me. Next we have this fortress. Now this fortress, we're back to desert locations, and I've zoomed in on these little banners hanging down on the walls there next to the archway, and they look to have the Avendasaura on them. So not really sure where this is. I don't know why I'm thinking Kyrian, but it could be, maybe is it Tyr? I don't know. One of them has it. My brain is eluding me right now. But I love this scene because it just zooms in. It goes, the camera swoops over the wall, and we get into this courtyard scene here. So I really do love this. I think this is going to be a pivotal moment in one of the episodes. I think we're going to get some big characters meeting here. This setup of Guardians in a full circle here, and like two people clearly a bit more important in the center. This gives me meeting of commanders kind of vibes. Like, there's a parley on the go. There's some sort of meet up of bad guys. Who knows? Is this a shonchen? Is this this is White Cloaks? It could be anybody. We do know we get shonchen and White Cloaks fighting by a scene we see later in the behind the scenes. So this could be a prelude to that, could be post that, and there's some form of parley. But I'm putting money here that this is a tense moment between some major characters, and I think this is going to be a really exciting scene just because of the layout and the setup. So I don't think you're going to mention it like that. Give it that big swooping camera scene in this layout without it being something pretty important to an episode. We've got some explosions on the go in the episode as well, which is always fun. This is really where I think we get Kyrian. I think this is the 4 gates. We're not seeing bright colors and stuff, but it could be vibrant in other ways. And I think we have an homage to the scene where Rand sets off the fireworks, Two Masks gets blamed for and everything. I think we're going to get a cart full of fireworks exploded in the 4 gate, and that's where we get our fire and other bits and pieces where Rand is being chased. Who sets it off? Who knows? Is this a need situation where he accidentally sets it off with his powers thing? Could be. It's very possible. It could tie into a lot of things. It might not be Rand. It could be Perrin setting it off. It could be Matt turned up and set it off. They are trying to get back to the books, as Rafe said in his Q&As, by the end of season 2, so it's much more closely aligned to the books in terms of the characters. So I don't know, I'm just feeling something like this could be Rand more than Perrin, or I don't know. No, double check. Could it be Perrin? I don't know. We'll find out. Rand. We'll say Rand. Move on, Rand. It's Rand. Speaking of Rand, here he is. Shout out to the Innkeeper here, because the Innkeeper dived into this and reduced some of the glare, played with the contrast, saturation, things like that, and found, as you look at the picture over the left of Rand's shoulder, there to the left of him, as we look at it, you see there's actually Daniel dressed up in full Daniel gear, and over to the right then we're assuming that is Moraine. It's a lower figure, you can't really see who it is, but with the height difference between the two, we believe that's probably Moraine. And there is actually a silhouette over to the left of the picture itself. Now, looking at that, they're in some sort of town. We're getting, if you look at the top there, some, Tudor-style building look. So this could be something fancier. Are we getting Rand in Kyrian scene? He's being invited to multiple places. Absolutely could see that happening. I think that could be really interesting. Put the political intrigue in there soon. I like this. It would also then tie into the previous Waygate scene where they have to go off to a Waygate. Tying really well into the books here if they do this. I think could be really exciting. But instead of Atlas and Van Dien, we think that we're getting Varen. That is some of the speculation that was happening on Dusty Wheel last night. And that this silhouette could be Varen, along with Thomas Warder somewhere there as well, just hidden away. But I suppose we'll have to find out for that. But that could be, I like this fun twist. Get Varen in there sooner. I very much like this. I still have my pick out there for who's Varen. People don't believe me, but whatever. If I'm right, oh my god, I'm never going to let anyone forget. And if I'm wrong, I'll just add it to the long pile of things that I'm wrong about. Speaking of who's who, we have proof that Henry Cavill isn't... No, we do not have Geralt from The Witcher joining us in the Wheel of Time just yet, although we do want Henry Cavill to play someone in the Wheel of Time because he is a big fan. But this has caused a lot of people a bit of head scratching. Some people are convinced, it's Amis, it could be Elias, who knows. There's another scene later on where we think there's Elias very clearly is there, but we've been wrong in the past before, so who is this character? Wise One Shelley and I had a discussion about this. Is it Amis? Possibly. The hair? maybe. You know, the outfit isn't quite what we would envision for a wise one, though. So this could be someone very different. I'm stumped. I don't think it's a Mies. I definitely don't think it's Elias. You'll see later the Elias scene that I'm thinking of. So who knows? We will find out. I'm intrigued. I'm not going to dive too much into it. I'm sure someone's going to try, but no, I'm just leave it as is. We do get Thane in this little segment of behind the scenes. Why I brought this up is he in the tower here? I think he is. This looks like tower archways, and you know, I'm enjoying the mystery here of what he was up to when he was doing other things, when we didn't see him, when he was floating around Tarvalon with, you know, Rand and Matt and everyone else being there. So is this possibly a flashback, a cold open when he was sneaking around the tower? Is Thane perhaps the friend of, well, I want to say Galena. It's not Galena. Of our beloved Red Sister. We will have to find out. But, you know, Thane is poking around the tower for some reason. And I think this could be maybe an interesting cold open scene. We also have someone slinking through, I don't know, somewhere at night. Now, is this... I think this is Dan. I think this is a bit of LAN action going on here, but it could just as easily be a Murdrole. They're giving us a lot of mystery in this, and I'm enjoying it. I'll dive in and speculate and see. Who knows? We might find who it is. Someone out there might know. But I enjoyed, we went for a few scenes where you could see who was who, and I liked what was happening there. Now, this is the fight scene I mentioned earlier. Now, for those of you that are beady-eyed, you can zoom in on this, and we have Loyal in the back left. And this is clearly Shonchen and White Cloaks fighting each other. I was lucky enough to stumble across a while ago some behind-the-scenes stuff that was leaked. I didn't share it because I like to share official things rather than leaked things, but I did see White Cloaks fighting Shonchen. So there was no Loyal in that, but yeah, the things I have seen, pretty kick-ass, so I'm excited for this scene. And we dived into this a lot last night, so I'm not going to go too much into it right now, but yeah, this is clearly a battle of Fame, and I'm here for it. Let's bring it on. Egwene in the tower. Is she off on a mission? Are we getting some book stuff here? She's clearly packed for something. She's got a few artifacts in that little satchel bag thing on the go there, which is why I brought this up. It's really intriguing that she's got a few items here. Is she going on a journey? I don't know. I think maybe she's just, this is her. She carries around a bag of bits and pieces, you know, just a few items she needs. Perhaps that's some kind of bowl for some kind of task she's doing. Maybe she pants for gold in the rivers out and who knows? No, I'm making that up. But just a great scene, you know, a great picture of her in this, and I love the Novice White, so I just wanted to bring it up because, you know, Maddie's doing a great job, and I'm really appreciating, you know, what she's doing with the character. Our favourite fight scene. Rafe basically confirmed this was happening in a way that's realistic. 2 points I want to bring from this. Firstly, is this Galad and Gawain? I'm going to say yes. Now, we had a discussion about who's who, because we've got a character on the left of the scene, we've got a character on the right. I think we got Donal in the middle here. I'm betting money on Donal in the centre. Okay, I don't know why, there's something about the build and the standards character looks pretty scrawny and thin. Donal's, you know, a thin kind of guy anyway. Matt's been not well. I feel like this could be a combination of things that just make me think Matt's in the centre there. Gawain and Galad. Now, physical descriptions aside, I've just got a feeling that we've got Galad on the right there with the blonde curls, whatever, and then Gawain, did I just say that? Galad, yeah, Galad there, and then Gawain, no, boys, stop being confused in my mind. Okay, so Galad, I don't know, now I'm being torn again. Why am I doing this to myself? We were doing this last night as well. I'm gonna, all right, okay, Galad on the right, and then Gawain in the background on the left. That's what I'm saying. Okay, this is the boys, this is the scene. But the big thing from here is, this looks like the tower. Okay, the hall of the tower. But obviously without any chairs around the outside, no ambulance seat, anything like that. And there's a lot of sand at the bottom. So do the warders not train outside? Do they have like an indoor training area for, I suppose, bad weather? I mean, that kind of would make sense. If you want to train, but you got torrential storms outside, you can still train here. Sand's obviously good for clearing up in blood and things like that. And it's, you know, very forgiving when you fall over. Not sort of giving us, say crash pad, but that's the theatre wheel of time. So I don't know. It kind of makes sense. And we keep getting these spears appear, which I love. Obviously Tao had one at the beginning of the whole season, in episode 1, and here we are getting them again for the boys to practice on. I appreciate, just the simplicity of them. It's just a spear, and I'm excited to see the scene. I think everyone's excited to see the scene, and Rafe basically confirmed it was happening. So yes, let's have some fun with it. Right, back to Avianda, and she is fighting. Now, at first when I watched this, I thought this was perhaps our White Cloak from the beginning, but very, very dark hair on this White Cloak, so clearly not the same. But is this perhaps where she got her leg injury from? She does like a bit of acrobatics here, which is great to see. There is a cage in the background just behind her, which I was corrected on last night. I couldn't see a cage, but there is a cage in the background of this one, just behind Ula's head. She's like handstand thing here at the moment, by the way, folks, so she's upside down if you haven't realized just yet. But yeah, great to see the action here. Definitely Avianda, because you can see from the style of the hair dreads. I'm not sure if that's correct phrasing for them, but whatever style of hair they've given her, this is, it's looking brilliant. A good bit of action. I'm excited to see more of the Aiel fighting, not just talking. I want to see more of those fight scenes, because Blood Snow, beautiful. And now we have dordrole, as was coined last night on Dusty Wheel. I think this was, I forget who said it on the Dusty Wheel last night, but it was just, I think it was Brie actually, now I've said this. This is beautiful. So we have the Fade nailed to a door, which is just delicious to see. We have our shonchen boys. We have Perrin at the front there on the left. We think this is our new... and on the left here, because the name's not coming to me, on the left here at the back, as you're looking at the picture, this is our Elias. Okay, everyone's pretty adamant about this. This is a guy who lives rurally, I think, lives out in the rough, runs with wolves. I can see this. Is he going to be a city guy? Is he going to turn up with them somehow? Because how are we going to get introduced to him? We didn't get him with Perrin in season 1. Is he replacing Hurin? Who knows? I'm curious how this is going to pan out. I don't think they're going to bump into him randomly. I think it is going to be, like Hurin, a person that is known. Maybe because of the merger on that, he senses it through the walls and needs to join in. I'm not 100% sure, but Elias appearing. I like the outfit. I like the rustic nature of what's going on. And I'm good with a dordrole. It doesn't have to be nailed to a cart. I'm okay with this. A couple of big trollocs putting up there, spiking him in. Still alive at this point, being questioned by sword, or just lifting up the head with a sword to see if it's actually dead. All good possibilities here. I'm excited to see the scene. I was very excited last night when I saw it. Now we have there's a debate here. Chessrock, Abrock. If you know Threefold Talk, you know about Buttrock. Well, here we have Daniel Henney in some form of a carter, it looks like, which we love. So he's just, preparing himself. Do we get some New Spring dialogue in this moment? I think that could be fun to talk about in here. We talk about things where he's traveling with Moraine, where they're tracking down, maybe they're in place of Adelius and Van Dien. I think it could be fun. But regardless, ladies, we're loving this scene, and it's good just to see, Daniel Henney keeping in shape. We got some more mysterious scenes on the go here. A rider, people saying this is Moraine. It was pretty tough when you zoomed in, you couldn't really see, but I do love the cinematography here. It's a great scene, a great picture to be seeing. So don't know what it refers to in the show, but it's exciting cinematography. No, this is not a person. This is not an exciting scene. There's no fights, explosions. It's a map, Rob. Why? No, well, it's a map of Ranland, the world. I'm excited. Is this White Cloaks? We have white material in the background. This looks like someone commander's tent. Is this the White Cloaks planning an attack on Farm 8, which looks like has already been taken over by whoever these people on black ships are? I'm thinking shonchen. So, but I like the pieces. I like that they've used just basic stones and shapes for the enemy here in black, and then there's intrinsical, sort of detailed figurines for themselves. I'm guessing the White Cloaks. just another level, another little fine detail of the arrogance of White Cloak as well. We'll have like nice detailed little fighters to, you know, forces are here and there, but like the enemies can be like, you can have a black disc because we ain't spending any time working on you. And black, you know, Dragon's Fang, your badge, your dark friends, all that sort of stuff. It just screams White Cloak in such a subtle way, and I really, really appreciate that. So yeah, just wanted to bring that up. Here we have more nighttime scenes. I think this is more 4-gate stuff, so possibly, if not, maybe tangentially. But there's parents, so this just could be a village on their path to chase down the Horn. Who knows what's happening with this? But more night shooting, so poor them. Night shoots suck for everyone, I'm sure. Yeah, this is... I can't decide whether this is 4-gate stuff, and thus Perrin is doing explosions with fireworks, or this is just a random village as they're chasing down Thane and the Horn. And then we're going to end it with this beautiful shonchen armor here. This is stunning. There's mandibles on this. There's some form of just, I don't know, like rising, like they love the shoulders. They love the shoulders in Wheel of Time, and I'm here for the shoulders. Keep bringing it, folks. Keep bringing the shoulders. Shoulders for everybody. That's the hashtag, folks. Shoulders for everyone. But it's beautiful. Very intricate design. I love gold, 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 gold. It screams shonchen. This is someone high level. This is someone with the blood. And there was discussion last night again. The Innkeeper was bringing this up on Dusty Will, so hopefully you've seen that. If not, you need to go check it out after this, because we believe we know who this is. And thanks to Bane and Shiad, we think this might be Karima McAdams. She put up a comparison picture of the two of them, and you know, I think it's a pretty solid bet. People thought this might be Lanfear in disguise, hiding as the blood, or I don't know, a high-ranking shonchen soldier, captain, I don't know, something like that. But I just think that this could be Iganan, quite possibly, which I'm excited about. Laywin Shipless, if I said that wrong or not how you want to say it how you like, folks. But yeah, I just love the armor. Don't know how well this is in the fight scene, though. Imagine how I look through that helmet with all those little weird triangular gaps. I don't know. It's not going to hold up to much damage, is it? Even if it's plated armor, you know, just gold plated over the top. And if it's actually gold, it's going to take nothing to break it. So, but it's beautiful. It's stunning. It's very impactful, and I really, really loved it. And that's where I wanted to end this. So, folks, I hope you've enjoyed my reaction here, and you know, I look forward to doing a reaction to Rafe's Q&As on top of what we did last night in the live stream. So please, again, the link's in the show notes, so please go and check that out if you haven't already. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like the video, subscribe, comment below with anything you think I've missed, gotten wrong, and you know, hopefully I'll see you again soon. So bye, everyone.